We on?
Yeah, we're on.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, how's it going? Thank you for
Nice.
joining me today with my friend Milou. Hi, Milou.
Thank you for inviting me, Kim.
I am so
My,
happy to have you here because the news has been insane.
well, today, oh my God, he lost
I
all the
know.
cases that he had in Manhattan, and something else happened. Uh, he lost one case. Something else happened to him too. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, today he really got smacked down. Trump, that is,
Oh,
and
yeah. I mean, for
he's not
sure.
a happy camper today for sure.
No, no, he's not a
Uh,
happy guy.
and he is not only that, but it feels like to me he's terrified as well. Of because he's beginning to realize, or at least wrap his head around the fact that he may go to jail. You know what I mean? And
Right.
his family is feeling the same way. So he's not a happy camper. There's a lot of fear there. And you know who's really afraid? Uh, Ivanka's husband. Yeah,
Who's that?
Kushner.
Who's that?
Kushner. Ivanka's husband,
Oh, yes.
because his father was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And what I feel concerns him? His dad was in jail, you know, and he
Right,
doesn't know what they have on him.
right,
Because you know how the feds operate. They'll be nice, inviting you,
right.
and all of a sudden, you get an indictment. I mean, usually they will tell you, from what I understand. I don't know anything about the law, but from what I understand, they will send you if you're a target. But if they find something, they can come after you too. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go after him. You
I
know?
wouldn't be surprised either. Milo,
Yeah,
on the first live that I did,
yeah,
the night before that live, and I said it on the channel, I had a dream
yeah.
that Jared Kushner got arrested at the airport.
You wouldn't
So,
be
and
surprised.
if there were any family members that I thought might flee,
It's
it
him.
would probably be Ivanka and Jared.
Well, uh, first, yeah, you're right. They have good reasons, believe me. But I don't think they can't flee. The places that they would flee to, I don't think they want to go to right now.
Right,
Russia,
right. Well,
uh,
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia.
I think we'll find them and grab them.
Yeah, yeah. I
Saudi
think so
Arabia, I
too.
don't
They'll take
feel.
their passports.
Yes, Saudi Arabia, I feel is not a safe place for them,
Right.
because I don't feel that young Prince MBS,
Mhm.
uh, if he becomes king, I don't know. For some reason, I think this guy is in for something to happen to him. Not that he's going to die, but
Right.
that can affect his ascension to the. Is that the right word? Ascension or ascendant?
Yeah, ascension to the throne. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So, because of the killing of Khashoggi, because of Khashoggi's killing, and he's arrogant. He is
Yeah.
very arrogant. When you, uh, I mean, if you look at the King Charles kids, I can never remember their names.
Hmm.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The Queen of the King of England,
William and
William
Harry.
and
Yeah.
Harry.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, they are, at least you think they are humble. They are arrogant, but you can tell.
Right.
You know what I mean? They are conceited, but you can tell.
Right.
But
Right.
this guy, because their parents, or at least since their mom left a long time ago, and
Hmm.
their dad, but the people around them brought them up properly. so they don't display their arrogance and they condescend. The way they can be condescending, they're not wearing it on their lapel.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they go to this. Then the other thing is they serve in the military, so that brings them down as well because they're just like everyone else. But that guy in Saudi Arabia, I don't think they raised him well over there. So,
No. Well, and
issues.
it's a different kind of level of power, right? Because
Yes.
they lord over the monarchy in England really doesn't have any power. They're figureheads, But in Saudi Arabia, they everything is them.
They will power. You're right. Are they really powerless in England? Are they really figureheads? I don't think so.
They can meet with the prime minister and they have public sway, but they don't take part in the government in the way Parliament does.
Oh well, yeah. That's usually, you know what? I think it's a good deal. I'd take it.
That's why they don't want it to go away.
Exactly. Because you have to take responsibility for the outcomes of the decisions that you've made.
Yeah.
So who did this?
Yeah.
But
exactly. They got the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
So I'm going to go to one of these questions, but Dan has a lot of smiley faces and a lot of hearts.
Uh-huh.
And he says, how's Trump feeling?
Trump is not very happy. He's not feeling very good, but he can't go anywhere. And like I've always said, this day will come. And, like we were talking about, the kings and either from Saudi Arabia or England, Trump sees himself as king.
Yeah.
And he wanted to be dictator too.
Yeah.
King wasn't good enough, by the way. He wanted to be just like Kim Jong-un and Putin, these people.
Right.
So now that he is in this situation, he doesn't know which way to go because he's never been punched before. So he is really an emotional wreck. And that the other thing is, I don't know if you or anyone in the chat read about that. He's paying some of those people's attorney's fees, like that. I'm a little, it's been a long day. I'm a little tired. I can't remember his name.
It's okay.
Kash Patel.
Yes.
He's paying his attorney's fees, among others.
Yeah.
So he is very concerned about money as well.
Right.
He feels like they're not only he's not going to say it in public, because we have to understand, we think Trump puts everything out there. No. He puts what he doesn't care out there for us to know. But there are certain things like how much money he really has and some of the shenanigans that he's pulling or bad things, he doesn't want people to know or what he thinks are bad things. So I feel he's very concerned about his money. And by the time this whole thing ends, what he's going to do, and his family, they are very concerned too, because it feels like to me, Eric and Don Jr., they think that they are starting with their dad. They're going to get to them at some point.
Right.
That's the way they're thinking. But let me tell you, Trump is very fearful because he never thought this thing would get to where it is today.
Right.
Zero. So that's a problem. That's Trump today.
I think that, this thing with Weisselberg today is 16 or 17 counts, right? Guilty on all of them. I think that really, to me, it felt like it really unnerved him.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, usually when I tune into him, it's like angry, his big lumbery energy that's just like angry, mad, pouty, just that's the way today I felt like frantic. There was something frantic about his energy I felt like call this person, call that person. I feel like he's trying to shore up people not flipping on him, not talking about him, not, you know, and it's over. I mean, really, it's over. It's just a matter of time now, because people aren't going down for this guy. He's not going to be president again. So I think the only reason people did before was because they thought, oh, well, he'll give me a pardon, or he'll, you know,
right.
He can't do that. He can't do that now.
No.
And he's not going to ever be able to do that. So, yeah.
He's done. And that's what I feel he's beginning to accept. And it's a challenge for him. He's not dealing with it very well at all.
Right.
No.
Right.
But which is good. I just want to know when somebody from his, because somebody's going to talk.
Yes.
When they, you know, start talking about how his feelings. There's a lady from the New York Times. She usually she has a pretty good insight, or well, she has connection with people around Trump. I forget her name right now, but yeah, she would let us know in the next couple of days what's going on around him, how he's raging. But he's never been.
And did you look at his taxes, Milou? What did you get about his taxes? What they're going to show?
Oh no, he doesn't have as much money as he says he has.
I got the same thing.
He's cheated.
Like, he's broke and he hasn't paid taxes. The end.
He cheated. This guy has been cheating forever.
Yeah.
And that's why he did not want his taxes to see the light of day, or anyone from Congress. Right. Because he was afraid of what they were going to reveal. And it's going to be a problem for him. Right. And Democrats will find a way to release at least the best parts.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. And I can't wait for the January 6th report either. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. I know. That's going to be a read. I mean, I can't wait for that either. Oh. And how many, do you have an idea of the criminal referrals? At first, I kept getting over 10. And recently when I looked at it, the criminal, I felt like there would be about, I asked about indictments, and I got the number 22. So have you?
No, I've not looked into that. You mean from J6, right?
Well, just from Jack Smith.
Oh, Jack Smith.
So it could be.
No, it's going to be more than 22. No. It's going to be more than 22.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Jack Smith. You know, that's a question I've answered a long time ago. The only thing I have to be careful about is I did not know when I was saying that Trump was going to go to jail, and he would take a whole lot of people with him. I did not, I mean, at that time, it was about 5 years ago,
right?
You know, that it was January 6th was going to be a thing.
Right.
You know, I felt it was going to be a lot of people from Congress and people around him. Okay. But that's why I'm saying to you, it's going to be more than 22. So right now, I'm hoping I don't confuse people around him and people, the foot soldiers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The people that are on trial right now.
This was just his, because I'd asked about his circle, you know, Eastman and Roger Stone and all
more
those.
More than 22.
Whatever. Oh, good.
More than 22. Well,
I'll take
because it feels like to me, there are people that we don't know about yet either.
Right.
Okay. So I feel even Nunes. Remember Nunes?
Yes.
Devin Nunes?
Yes.
Yeah. And did you hear Kash Patel made a deal with DOJ?
Yes.
Okay. If Kash was comfortable that they did everything on the up and up and he was not going to go to jail, he wouldn't have to make a deal. He would just go talk and then he goes home. Don't worry about it.
Right.
You said something a little while. I think that's what you said. A lot of people are going to rat on Trump.
Yeah.
It's going to be unbelievable because they don't want to go to jail. That includes Meadow.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Meadow to me always comes across as fearful, very scared, afraid of everything. I feel like he's not a, he doesn't have whatever that is that has people, that people will go down for other people. He will not do that. He just feels like he's afraid. And
he's
so
arrogant.
He'll give them whatever they want.
Well, he doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, no,
he's doing what some of the things that he's done are indefensible. He knows it. And he's working with his lawyers on how he's going to present his case and how to get, the best deal he can, or at least if whatever he's done, and he's done some bad stuff, instead of getting 20 years in jail, maybe he'll get away with 10. Mm-hmm. But I feel he's talking with his lawyers and planning on how to go about tackling this thing, because have you noticed we haven't seen them very much lately?
No, you haven't. You haven't seen, you have. Well, you haven't seen like Roger Stone. You haven't seen Rudy Giuliani. It's like they dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, those try. They've been keeping quiet. They're smart. Except for Roger Stone, he's been on the Bannon show.
Oh yeah, well,
But the others, Giuliani wasn't caught. Oh, wait a minute. Giuliani had to go in front of either the New York bar or the Washington D.C. bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're gonna yank his license. Oh yeah.
I mean,
so that's why he was out yesterday, and he was still. I think he's beginning to have onset of dementia or something, because he's still arguing that the election was stolen.
Yeah, I mean that unbelievable.
Yeah.
So here's a good question, or I just wanted to see if you saw this. So Craig Dixon says, I like that the cops who were honored in the January 6th didn't shake hands with Meadows and McConnell.
Oh my God.
And it's interesting because I was looking at McConnell's face and I was trying to, of course, Kevin McCarthy, he is just, but
he's a phony.
Yeah. But McConnell looked, there was something in him that seemed a little bit, embarrassed for sure, but I also a little bit sad. And I wasn't sure why that was. But how you have those moments of realization that, what am I doing? It may not have been that, but yeah, he looked a little sad. So
yes, because first of all, McCarthy is standing next to him. Mm-hmm. He doesn't agree with McCarthy the way McCarthy just went to Mar-a-Lago and do the genuflection in front of Trump and, kiss the ring and everything. And then he put Trump back, because he wanted, the backing of the base. McConnell doesn't like that.
Right.
And that's one fight I feel we're beginning to hear the grumbling behind the scenes, that senators are already telling, or at least giving the pouring cold water on McCarthy's intention to impeach people, Biden and his cabinet. That's why I feel McConnell, I think, has a grudge against McCarthy because of the way he just flew to Mar-a-Lago and kissed Trump's ring and put Trump, because McConnell doesn't like Trump. He hates Trump. I'm sure you know that, and everyone is aware of that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like, and he's blaming McCarthy as well for the way McCarthy has treated the Capitol Police. Did you hear they had a meeting with McCarthy, how McCarthy treated them. Did you hear about that?
No.
Oh, yeah. It was not good.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. Well, maybe he'll get speaker. And I just say be careful what you wish for, because
he's going to get it.
It's going to be an awful job if he gets it.
And he will be the laughing stock of Congress. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. He'll probably be out before he barely gets in, because they'll be like, he can't do anything. He's not a leader. So Brenda asks, what is the fate of Chad Wolf, Trump's acting Secretary of Homeland Security that was on January 6th?
Oh, this guy is going to skid. He's not, he's going to have some legal issues. They will all have legal issues.
Right.
But I don't see him going to jail because he wasn't acting. He was never, in some ways he can get himself into trouble, but, he was following Trump's directive. Because that's all he was, a coffee boy. That's how they, yeah. So he did what the boss wanted him to do.
Yeah, I got the same thing, that I didn't think he'd be charged with anything. And he'll probably be a witness and that kind of thing,
All these people are making deals behind the scene because they know, you see, what we don't know, we are reading, we're getting intuitively what we think, what we feel happened behind the scenes.
Right.
These people lived it. They know what's coming. Okay. They don't want to get caught, and they're not going to go to jail for Trump. They took those positions thinking and hoping they could cash in after the administration was over, and they could have asked me. I would have told them that was not going to work.
Right. Right.
Okay. So now they are all in trouble. Yeah. I don't see him going to jail, but he's going to spend some money.
Right. And John of New. Hi, John. He wants to know if Trump's tired of winning yet.
Not yet. He still has to meet with Fani Willis. Then maybe.
He's got some winning to do still.
Oh, my God. Fani Willis? That's when we're really going to have fun.
I mean, yeah.
You think this guy, Jack Smith, is bad? Fani Willis seems to me the type of DA. She's laughing and smiling, and she's pinching you.
She's totally and all. I feel like everybody that's in place right now, Jack Smith, Fani Willis, Letitia Jackson, they're all unafraid. They're not scared. They're not scared of Trump. They're not intimidated. They do not care. They're just there to do their job.
Exactly.
And that's Trump's worst nightmare, right? People that can't be intimidated, right? Because that's what he does. He likes to intimidate people, and these people can't be intimidated.
No, but you know something? Have you noticed this week? It seems like he has diminished himself at least 10 notches down because how did he put it again? Terminate the Constitution. Right. That's number one. That turned a lot of people who were looking for an opportunity to cash in on him.
Right.
They're using that because nobody can say, hey, you're wrong because, hey, I'm defending the Constitution. I am standing behind the Constitution. No one can disagree with me. So they are bashing Trump. And I feel intuitively, I don't know how you feel, him saying that in today's verdict, yikes, anyone can go after Trump now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think we all understand now, too, why he wanted so badly to stay president.
Yeah.
It's this, this is exactly what's happening. So we're just to switch out a little bit from because we'll get back to these people. But
no problem.
Somebody asked, what do you get on the North Carolina blackouts caused by tampering and shootings? Who did it? Why? Will they be caught?
Oh, I feel they'll be caught. It may take a little while. And I don't feel it's the woman that they are saying did it. She's anti-LGBTQ, all kinds of stuff, anti-everything, unless you pretend to be a Christian, like she's pretending to be a good Christian,
They thought it was a woman?
They were saying
Oh.
she was behind it. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got two men. I don't know.
I feel it's I feel it's two men as well. The thing is, what concerns me is who they are affiliated with.
Right.
It feels like to me, they had to know what to hit, at one of those power plants. I mean, it's not a power plant. I forget the name right now, but to basically, because I don't think it was just a drive-by.
Right. No.
Okay. They had to and take that that node out. Okay. I think it's two they took out. So yes, it was organized, and I don't feel it was just some kid who wanted to just for fun. Okay. And I feel it's a very serious situation. Yes, they'll be caught.
I thought they'd be caught too. And I felt like it would, when I was watching it, I kept getting the word militia. So I think they might be either part of a militia or want to be in a militia or something. But I got the word militia.
All those people, they usually are either, like you said, either affiliated or want to be. But I'm seeing, like we said, two guys. I don't know why, but I kept seeing people with brownish hair. One of them has a beard and roundish face. So I don't know if it's them that were in the truck or they are affiliated with them or their bosses. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yes, they will be caught because the FBI is not leaving any stone unturned.
Yeah.
They're gonna go through everybody who has cameras and any other sensors they have in the area. Right. Because we think, I believe we have reached a point where our electronic systems, the government has them, is so sophisticated you never know how you can be tracked. And I bet you they probably had cell phones.
Yeah.
Their cell phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those dum-dums?
Yeah. Don't bring your cell phone. If you're going to commit a crime, don't bring your cell phone. And then everybody, January 6th, of course, they all had, well, not only did they have phones, they filmed everything. They texted everybody.
Well, those guys, they thought Trump was going to be remain president.
Right.
And they were going to be big guys.
Yeah.
But those idiots, I'll tell you, I would not be surprised if they are not bringing in every single cell phone number that was within the vicinity of that tower and where they were going. Right. I mean, once they left the area.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Every single person, whether you're driving or walking, within those, because they have different towers. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, when you said, they thought Trump was going to remain president and they'd all be big guys. Mm-hmm. I always find that so interesting. And I think they must not look at history or understand what happens, because we talked about Papa Duke when you were here before and Haiti. And you look at, Putin more recently, and how people around him are dying, getting pushed out windows, and it's the people closest to them are usually the ones that take it the most, right? Yeah. They stick with them, and all of a sudden they're just, they get paranoid and they're gone.
They have no more uses for you when you're gone.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. So I don't get why they want to even be the right-hand man.
But you see, that's the problem with a lot of people in this country. They can't even fathom what you are talking about. it's going to happen in those countries, not here, because we have
Right.
a bit of, we want a dictator, but in our mind, we think we're still going to have a bit of right, or I can do and say anything I want.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or because it's my guy, I can do and say anything I want,
Yeah.
because I like Trump and Trump's my guy. And so if he's in charge, if he's our dictator, it's fine. Because
Exactly.
that's not at all the way it works.
No, doesn't work that way. It's only,
No.
I mean, you see, and they're not very bright either. They are not paying attention.
Mhm.
Loyalty to Trump is one way. He doesn't care about you.
Exactly.
Okay. And if you cross him for any minor little thing, he cuts you off or does things to you. He wants to do something nasty to you or to your family. And those guys, they're not paying attention. That's what was or is the most, well, now it's a little less because I know Trump is never going to be close to this White House again.
Right.
What I'm concerned about, that I know he's not going to get anywhere, is DeSantis. He's just like Trump,
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he is. That's why I'm like, why do people think he's better than Trump? He's so awful.
Yeah.
Well, you know that. You're in Florida, right?
Oh, well, I don't know because I'm most, oh my God, YouTube is, I mean, I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
Does YouTube take a lot of your time as well?
Take it out. Take what?
Take a lot of your time to get, well, I don't know if you get into editing videos and, it takes a lot of time. So I don't have much time to interact with too many people. And I think
right,
I like
right.
it that
Oh,
way
yes.
too.
No, it does take a lot of time. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But somebody thought, well, I get the news here. Where are you? Where are you, in California, or are you in California?
Yeah, I'm California.
Oh, okay. So, but here I am, yes, I'm in the middle of it. I'm getting all local, everything that's going on, local news. Oh my God. Yeah. But I feel these people are going to get caught. It may take a little bit of time. They think they are smarter than a 5-year-old. And yes, Trump is a menace. And everyone who was in the area of that power plant, they found that their numbers are being, or have been siphoned by our government, and rightly so. And the problem is going to be to discern who the potential, the culprit.
Right.
That's going to be a challenge because, you go to court, you can't just say, well, I got the person's cell phone, he or she was in the area. I feel it's two guys, but I'm just saying. Okay. But yeah, they are too smart for their own.
Well, that's it, right?
They don't understand.
They didn't.
You know-
They thought they planned well, but
Let me tell you this. For some reason, I feel they have an idea who did this.
Oh, already.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let me put it this way: potential people based on electronic signals alone, because after they get the cell phones, they have to collect videos, and I'm sure people in the area, they have videos. The gas stations in the area, I should take a look at that area to see what the power thing was.
What's around it.
What's around, because I've been feeling like camera, and I've the phone thing, all those signals. Okay, this is not looking good for whoever tried to do this. But I feel the power companies are going to change too.
Yes.
And I think it's a good thing. They can't leave those things just open like that. Anyone can take a shot at them. You know what I mean?
No.
Unless they use a drone, but
it's
not a smart thing to use a drone.
Well, and I do think it, like I said, two guys, at least two guys. Maybe there's other people that help plan, but I also feel like they might get him by next week. maybe the week after. I feel like it'd be pretty quick. I don't think it'll take a long time.
It can be difficult for me to tell time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, is this what will there be indictments? Oh, okay, no, that's not it. I mean, you're probably right, but it feels like to me it's going to take a little longer. You know why? Although they have, and the reason why I'm saying this, the vehicle they were driving, they know who were in the area, they know the potentials, because all those groups have been infiltrated.
Oh,
okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So they know basically who would do something like that.
Interesting. Yeah.
But you see, they have to add, in order for them to indict those people, the judge, I mean, I'm going based on the way they did Mar-a-Lago. Before you do certain things, you really have to have concrete evidence. So it's going to take more than, because the person can say, well, I was just driving by. You can't prove anything else. It's going to take a little more work. That's why it may not happen before Christmas.
Right.
That's why I feel it's going to take a little longer. But you getting before Christmas because it may be they're getting a lot more information.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
and Nicole asks, will there be indictments before Christmas? I think she's talking about the Trump and this guy.
I doubt it. I wish. I've been so wrong with the time on that one. I thought since last year they would have done Trump. They would have and they would have indicted Trump.
Right. Yeah. I got January or February. I felt like Jack Smith was going to come in and
he's not.
It'll be maybe January or February.
Yeah, I think you're right. This guy's not playing.
What do you get with Jack Smith? What's the energy you get around him?
Tough. He feels like he has the power of the American government behind him. If you made a mistake, you stick your neck out. He's going to chop it off, and he doesn't care. He's very straight, and he doesn't. Once he makes up his mind about something, he's going to pursue you. Oh, did you read a quote? He said he while he was in Europe somewhere, because there was a case he was working on in Europe with the World Court, and he said to somebody that something to the effect that if the person gets convicted and does anything wrong to hurt anybody or something like that, he's going to make sure he follows that person till the end of the earth. I'm paraphrasing. And nail him. That's who we're dealing with. Well, not us, Trump.
Right.
And Trump knows. That's why I'm saying Trump is terrified. And that's when, after they named this guy special prosecutor, that's what gave Kushner a lot. That's what put the fear on Kushner as well. Because this guy, I'm telling you, watch. Anyone who had anything to do with January 6th is going to get nailed. He does not care. He will target you.
Wow.
That's where we are. That's what I feel about him.
Yeah. I got things very similar, but one thing that came across to me was he was kind of relentless and also fast. I felt like he worked fast. I feel like he wanted to get things done. The other thing I thought that it came to mind, Milou, when I was watching, I was watching and I heard my guide say that one of the reasons that they picked him was that some of these cases will eventually involve other countries and that he has international experience. Yeah. And so I just wondered what you thought about that, because I thought, well, of course, we don't know what he did with the documents yet, and we all feel like he probably sold some, he probably gave some, he probably traded favors. We know how he is.
It's more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to remember, I forget his name. The guy who investigated Trump before the first one for the
Mueller.
Russia stuff. That
Mueller.
Mueller. Thank you.
Mueller. Mm-hmm.
You have to remember the only reason why Mueller did not indict Trump is because Trump was president.
That's right.
So there is one. That's one international connection. Okay. On
Mm-hmm.
top of that, according to report, and it resonated with me. Mar-a-Lago is a dragnet for foreign intelligence people. And
Right.
even you see the most beautiful women over there walking around with their mini skirt.
Yeah.
They're super high heels. Yeah,
It is like
they
the housewives.
yeah, they are
Real
spies.
housewives of Mar-a-Lago.
Yes,
Right. Right.
a lot of them. So
Yeah.
that's why you're getting the international stuff, and I that's another thing I feel Jackie's gonna tackle
Right.
because a lot of people who have been at Mar-a-Lago and who were close, you know, do you know that your cell phone, oh, you know that. For example, my car, right? My car is in
Mm-hmm.
my garage.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a BMW application,
Mm-hmm.
it will tell me exactly where my car is.
Right.
I just wanted to give that as an example.
Right. Right.
Do you know they can do the same thing with your phone?
Oh,
Do
okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Again, with electronics, okay? They know where those documents were. They
Okay.
know where those documents have been. Anyone who has been close to where those documents were are in trouble.
Uh,
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck with that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, absolutely. And, since you're in Florida,
Mhm.
Milou, and I'll put up the for entertainment purposes only. So you had the guy, right? Matt Gaetz' friend who just he got like
Yeah.
16 years. He got,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, a lot of time. What do you see with Matt Gaetz?
I think Matt Gaetz is going to have legal problems.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he's not careful, he ends up in jail. And I was reading not too long ago, the only reason why they haven't gone after him is because DOJ is being careful because he's in Congress.
Mm.
But I feel they have enough on him, not only from some of the stuff he's done with underage girls, okay, but he participated, him and Marjorie Taylor Greene, Bobert, and all these
Mm-hmm.
people took part. And that's what, people like Jack Smith, I don't know a better term to give to call these, a better name to call these people, but when it comes to the security of this, they take their job very, very seriously.
Right.
And they take breaking the law very seriously. And if the thing with people like him, and I've described these people in my stream a long time ago, and that's what's saving this country.
Mm-hmm.
These people don't play. And that's why I said a little earlier, anyone who was close to the January 6th thing, he's going to come after you.
Right.
I would not be surprised if he goes after Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Bobert, among others.
Right.
Anyone, he
Mo
doesn't care.
Brooks. I mean, yeah, all those people. Yeah, and the other thing that I'm sure they'll look into it,
Mhm.
when they start looking into indictments, is the fact all of those people you just named asked for pardons.
Yeah,
Why did they ask for a
that's
pardon?
true. That's true. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, talk about dumb. It's like, what? Why are you asking for a pardon? You know that and that also shows like they knew it was a crime, right?
Of
Whatever they
course.
did, they knew it was a crime. Otherwise, why are you asking for a pardon?
Do you remember what they said Boba tweeted 1776 or something like that, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why? How did she know to tweet that? Why did she tweet that? And do you remember how nonchalant Marjorie Taylor Greene was when they were? I don't remember what they were trying. They were trying to give her a mask. She was standing there smiling, as
Yes.
if
Oh, I remember that footage so well. Yes.
exactly, okay, as if she didn't have a care in the world,
No.
because she knew those people were going to recognize who she was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because she was involved in all the shenanigans, and it feels like to me,
Exactly.
she's dumb enough to think, saying that she's going to indict so and so, or not indict but impeach people. It's going to prevent people like Jack Smith to go after her. Big mistake. They should
Yeah.
check what's happening to Trump right now. Yeah.
That's exactly right. And I think that about people like crime, like they just don't, they, and they need to get over the idea that just because someone's in Congress, it's scarier to indict. I think maybe they're more careful when they indict people like that, but they have
Yeah.
to do it because otherwise we're just going to have the biggest criminals in our government if that's the way you can get away with,
We
not
do
being
now.
charged. Right?
We do now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You
I
know,
know we do. I know we do, Mila. You're absolutely right about that.
I never thought, I mean, I was born in Haiti. I left Haiti. I never thought something like that would ever happen in this country. And
Right.
the behavior of people like Meadow, I mean, Bannon, these people I mean, they want more, they're greedy, they want
Mm-hmm.
power. Okay. But to basically support a con man like Trump and want to change, this the our democratic system into a kleptocracy is unbelievable to me. And Haiti, I'm like, okay, I was born in that stuff with Papa Doc being president, and he was a dictator then. But this is ridiculous. In this country, if somebody told me before this happened that was going to happen, I said, no, there's no way, never.
It's crazy. And I think that was part of the problem, right? When you think that it just can't happen here, well, then it can. And
Yeah.
your eyes are closed to it, so you're not seeing it or you don't want to believe it. And I think that this is,
No,
it's
because
woken a lot of people up.
yeah. But the other thing is when you are around, because most Americans are decent people. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to just, they love their country. They're going to do what's right. But we forgot, some of those politicians, they are crooked.
Right.
It's a problem. What happened?
It
One of,
is. Yeah.
oh my
Absolutely.
God.
Right? Warnock leading 56.2 to Walker 43.8. And someone said, no, it's 43.4. So he's
Oh,
even.
isn't it too early? I mean, okay. I mean, I know electronically they can do.
Yeah, though I think they've counted the early voting, and I think they'll be counting today's voting, but the polls closed at 7 p.m. So they've been closed for about 50
almost an
minutes.
hour, 50
So
minutes.
yeah, about an hour or so.
Yeah. The thing is, so do you know if there are machines? I mean, you can do it on the fly as people vote.
Uh-huh.
The count is adding, and before the end of the night, you can know. But I don't know if they have that type of system in Georgia. Do you know, or anybody
Yeah,
knows?
I don't know. The race is not over yet. It is too early to call it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
too early, but probably in a couple hours, I bet we'll know. If it stays like that, they'll just call it. If it stays
Oh
that,
yeah,
you
but
know,
you know
that
how
it's clear who's going to win. But yeah,
that's based on what? The 50%. Is it from exit poll? No. Oh, you don't know.
What's that?
Is that the 56%? Is it based on am I mixing my
I think
my
it's
terminology?
I think it's
Or
just
is it
where
because from like you said earlier, is it from the early vote?
Yes, I think
Oh
it's the
my
early
God.
voting and then what they've counted of today's. But
Really?
I think they're counting today still.
Oh well, yeah. Well, wait a minute. Okay, if I'm a computer nerd, I'm into computers. So this thing, if they wanted to, if the Republicans weren't so dumb or wanting to cheat, this is something they could do like within maximum an hour.
Right.
Tell you exactly who the winner is, because if everything is electronics, this thing is adding as people are voting, and in a matter of minutes, it will tell you who the winner is. But they won't do that. 44.2, it went back down, it went down, it went lower. But
okay, Sharon Sipes, you're a moderator now. I just made you a moderator.
Oh yeah.
So this is the new one. So this is the new number, 55.9 to 44.2.
So Warnock is going down. He's going up, and Walker is going down, because we thought he had 4 or 8 before, right? 0.8, and now it's 0.2. Oh,
I bet it'll get closer than that, but yeah. What's that?
Per Washington Post. It's right next to it. I didn't realize that. I was looking at the numbers. Yeah, I think Warnock is going to win.
Yeah,
I won't be surprised.
Doesn't look good for Walker. It really doesn't.
And something, I think they were playing with our minds as well, which is good. They, to get people out to vote, but they knew Walker was going to win.
Right. Okay. So here's 56% to 44%. Warnock ahead, 43% of the vote counted.
Wow. Is that? I'm sorry. I'm going to ask. Oh, okay. You're getting it from the screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not used. Oh, you pay for StreamYard.
Yeah.
But something I don't understand. Why do they have that big black thing around it?
I don't know. I know it's kind of annoying, but
yeah.
It annoys me, but
I think I know why. They probably, if you have 4 people, no, that's not why. But I don't like it. Anyway. Oh, by the way, you don't have to pay for this anymore. Next time you do, you can go live on using YouTube, but right now you can use YouTube. Just put something out last week. You can invite someone.
Oh, okay.
Check it out.
All right.
Go into the click on go live, where that camera is on the top right-hand corner. Okay. When you go live, go to webcam. I believe it's the third option or the last option on the left-hand side of the screen. The last option. When you click that, okay, that's like when you're scheduling a stream,
right?
Okay? And on the top right, you will see there are 3 options. Schedule. When you click on it, okay, it says. 1 second. There is an option. I believe it's the second option. It says invite creator or something to that effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you can invite people. Like that. I haven't tested it, but it's there.
Nice.
Yeah. So like that, pretty soon you won't have to pay for this.
Awesome.
You can just use YouTube, because right now you can do it from your phone as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people you can invite, but it looks like for night maybe 2, but I may be wrong since I've never used it. But tomorrow I'll test it. It's just like the past couple of days, things have been kind of hectic for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't check it out yet, but I will. Anyway, sorry about that. I wanted to let you know
okay.
that.
I'm glad to learn that. So I thought our last question, Milou, I could ask you what you get on Putin's health. Because there was a weird story that he fell down the stairs.
I heard about that. I don't feel it's as bad as they say. You know what I mean? Because did you see him driving over that bridge? Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? So I feel he has some health issues.
Right.
What I feel is Putin's big problem is fear. This guy right now is afraid of his own shadow.
Yeah.
Because he knows he can be taken out any minute.
Right.
So I feel intuitively he only has people he really knows and trusts around him. Otherwise, you're not going to come close. He's terrified. That's his biggest problem right now. And it's a lot of stress on him too. I know some people are saying he's going to die soon. I'm not seeing it. I mean, they're probably right,
Right.
but I'm not seeing him dying, not soon enough anyway to give someone else a chance. But we never know who we may get. I mean, dying in the sense that he'll get shot, not like natural death. I don't see him dying natural death soon. No.
Right.
But we may get up. It may be any day we get up and he's gone.
Right. And there's also been some explosions inside Russia too.
Well, that one I'm not surprised. I gave everyone a hint last week, but I was afraid of saying what's going to come.
Yes. I get that too, Milou. I was like, well, should I? Shouldn't I?
Yeah. I knew with all those missiles they are firing at Ukraine. In fact, they got hit today too. They got hit yesterday and they got hit today, meaning Russia.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But I wasn't surprised. I said to people, in fact, my hint to everyone was, how did I put it? It wouldn't be a bad idea if Ukraine hit back at Russia and Russia. I said Putin won't do anything. So that was a heads up. I don't remember exactly how much I did that, but I know I didn't want to say that they were going to do this because you don't know who's listening to us, who's watching.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah. Well, and I had a dream actually. Yeah. I don't get a whole lot of psychic dreams, but sometimes I think it's just sometimes just a dream, but
right.
I did get a dream that and it just really stuck with me because it was so realistic. But I actually woke up and checked the news because I thought something has happened, but I had a dream that the Kremlin was blown up, and I in the dream I turned to somebody and I said, "Who did this?" And they said, "Dissidents." So we'll see.
I can't say no because you don't only have Ukrainians who are unhappy. You have Russians who are unhappy and they don't know how to get revenge.
Right.
Okay. So this thing is a lot more complicated for Putin than he ever dreamt it would be. Because right now Russians are frustrated, they are angry because, they have a security system, they stick their neck out, they get whacked with a baton. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if they find other ways to score, they will.
Right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if all those things, if they don't have Russians involved as well.
Right.
Because they just want to retaliate. Some of them have lost their family members, and that there is nothing more motivating than the way Putin got kids, Russian kids.
I know.
They're dying.
Exactly.
And you can, for what? There is nothing more motivating to a family, a father, You had their son killed for nothing, for your own huge ego. Oh yeah, but he didn't think about that.
Right.
You know,
And sending them in there with no equipment and no stuff, you know, I mean, just being so careless with people, you know, his own citizens. It's just insanity.
Yeah. They didn't even know where they were going their first day in Ukraine.
Right. Right. And why?
Exactly.
Putin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's really, that guy is really a real sick puppy.
Yeah.
You know, that's insulting puppies. Hope they don't.
It's insulting puppies. Well, we send, I mean, prayers to Ukraine through the winter, because I know that
it's
going to be a rough winter, but I was just really send them love and light, and hopefully
absolutely
them through the winter.
Yeah. But, you know, I feel, you know, us in Europe will find ways to help. You know what I mean?
Right.
Make it easier. The thing is, I feel Putin is looking for a way out, because he engaged when Biden said he would negotiate with him under one condition: if he leaves Ukraine. And I would not be surprised, because Ukrainians are very smart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel they would attack Russia, inside Russia, if they did not have good information about what they are doing, and what the repercussion could be. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel that's a way also, because Putin did not expect that. I feel it's a way to pressure Putin to negotiate.
Right.
That's what I feel.
I think that's pretty spot on. I think that's pretty spot on.
Keep our fingers crossed, because he's not happy. He's losing some, Putin that is, he's losing some very expensive equipment.
Yes. Well, and in my 2023 predictions, I saw Biden signing a treaty with them, getting the U.S. kind of being the intermediary to get them to sign a treaty.
Right.
So I think you're absolutely right. I think something's coming that's going to,
there's no choice.
Fine. If it could be that he leaves or somebody gets rid of him, but I think, yeah.
He really, really, really messed up.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
he did.
And what's the choice? What choice does he have? You know, he loves his grandkids.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yes. One of them, oh my God, how do they call it? Apple of his eyes?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about his daughters. I haven't heard about his grandkids. So that's very interesting.
I've never heard anyone mention his grandkids, but he has grandkids, and believe me, he loves them. He's not going to kill them.
Oh, interesting.
And, you know, and also a lot of people around him. Russians are very family oriented.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
they can, you know, they do some crazy stuff, but they love their families. They love their kids. Oh yeah, that's one thing that's keeping Putin from flipping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. Well, I hope that, I hope that something like that does happen, because it needs to stop. I mean, it's really just, it's awful. It's not going anywhere. He's not going to get Ukraine. So it just needs to stop. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. And he knows he's not going to get Ukraine.
Yeah. I think he does now. If he didn't before, he does now.
Yep.
Well, Milou, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out for the hour, and
my pleasure.
Talking about politics. One of my favorite things to do. And besides spiritual stuff, I love talking about politics. So
I mean, next time we can do your stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never, you know, I'm so bad. I don't watch everybody. I don't have, you know, it's because I'm always doing something.
Yeah.
And I never take the time, you know. I have to watch your videos so like that next time we collaborate. I'm the
same way. Sometimes I'll have some time on my hands and I'll get to kind of see a little bit of everybody. But most of the time I'm
you're busy.
just like you.
this thing consumes time.
Your life.
Very time consuming.
It does.
All right. Thank you very much for having me, and
Thank
thank
you,
you everyone for
Thank
coming.
you, everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Bye, guys.
Have a good have a good day or good night.